people being elected across the city is more powerful than one man being elected across the city making decisions. And not only that, I must respect what the people have said they wanted. They have clearly, for 18 years, from me being a grassroots advocate, to me being a councilman, to me now being mayor, they have consistently, unbroken, said that they want an elected school board. So why don't I err on giving them what they want and then see how that works out?
219-845-1100 if you'd like to ask a question of East Chicago Mayor Anthony Copeland. Also, his assistant Val Gomez is in the studio also, and Val, that would be the last time I forgot your name, by the way. And typically when I go places, my wife's right behind me going, "That's Val Gomez. This is it." It's like somebody calling a plane.
We do the same thing, and we're so new, and there's so many boards. That's why it gets so confusing with the names, because we're looking at all the boards, and we're trying to find good people to appoint to these boards, qualified people. And that's why sometimes when we're looking at names, we kind of forget where we're trying to put people.
So let's go back to the boards, and I'm probably like most of the people who aren't following this on a step-by-step basis. There was an issue with the library board, and as far as I understand it, the commissioners, led by Roosevelt Allen, put somebody in there, correct?
Yes.
And then once they put a new person in on that library board, which controls a lot of money, it's a couple of million, 2.5 or something like that, and they went ahead and removed the longtime attorneys there, correct?
Yes.
And
I think they added. They kept the one that was there and they added two more.
And the one who was there was
Carmen
Fernandez, and then added Roy Dominguez and John Kopak, both Maryville attorneys. And then you go to the sanitary board, and
they removed Anthony DeBonis, and then they added Roy Dominguez and Kopak.
Okay.
You see the constant pattern? It has a pattern, if you know what I mean. Dominguez, Kopak, Dominguez is just
and are those folks that are considered to be aligned with your opposition?
Well,
some of your political opposition?
Yes.
Okay, that's how I understand it. So,
but that in itself is not a sin. It's the way that they came in to do it. They never consulted with the corporate counsel. Then they did it in midstream in the meeting. They didn't inform the other commissioners who had to vote. It was just the way. It was the atmosphere in what it was done, in which it was done. And then all you had to do is just take a hard left look and look at the library, and you see the common pattern. And the city of East Chicago, if we get the sanitary side wrong, it probably literally can affect 200 to 300 employees, magnify that times their families. You're looking at maybe 1,000 to 1,500 people. I'd rather err on the side of safety.
Now, here's the thing. By the way, if you want to talk to Mayor Copeland or you have a comment about this, it's 219-845-1100, and you got 9 more minutes to do it, so do it right now. 219-845-1100. He wants to hear from you. It doesn't have to be about the sanitary or library board. If you have a question about him personally, he'll take that. That's what this is all about. Uncensored phone calls. You're ready to go. A lot of folks are looking at this from the outside, and they see more political posturing in East Chicago, and quite frankly, it doesn't let East Chicago shine in its proudest moment, because all of a sudden people are saying, outside of EC, they're saying, well, you know, that's just EC, you know, nothing's changing, and you know, people are still doing kind of backroom underhanded deals and so forth. Get away from the specifics for a second. How do you change that image when all of this stuff is still going on? Look, the paper today.
Well, you change it. You know how you change it? It doesn't take a lot of physical strength. It probably takes the strength of a child, or strength of a 90-year-old person. What I mean, it doesn't take a person being robust or having Herculean strength. It only takes the power of one finger. That comes May the 3rd, when it comes time for election day. You will see the final purging of the political past, and then you will see a breath of fresh air coming to the city of East Chicago. You're looking at the remnants of the past trying to entrench into the future. East Chicago is reaching the point of almost like political Armageddon. Either the right is going to stand, or those who want to go back to the past is going to stand. And this election will determine that. The people on May the 3rd will determine East Chicago's fate, then judge us after May the 3rd.
But that pull is so strong in EC. In other words, it seems as if not only within EC, you know, folks can vote for whoever they want. And they can go with, you know, this kind of the old way or a new way or whatever. But still, people look from the outside.
Yes.
And I got to tell you that, especially some of the stuff on these boards and so forth, you know, it's almost as if the folks that are in, say, the rest of Lake County or downstate or whatever, you know, they lose. EC can lose credibility at some point with folks outside of EC. Does that make sense? I'm going to ask that to you, Val.
Because it's the perception, you know, and even people not only outside but inside the city. Some people have given up because what's happened over the years, and that's why we're trying to change some things. You know?
That's the word. Some people, some folks in Lake County have given up on East Chicago. Let's go to the first phone call. Hey, you're on the air. What's up?
Hi, I got a quick question. I know Copeland said if you want to go with the May 3rd, you want to go with the new. What was the deal with the picture then with Patrick? Wouldn't that be going backwards?
What you talking about the picture when he came to congratulate me after the caucus? That's called respect. Let me finish.
All right, hold on. You asked a question. Slow down. Let him answer.
That's called respect. After the caucus, we came to my headquarters. I was thanking my supporters, and he came from the caucus down to the headquarters, and out of respect, congratulated me. And the way my mother raised me was to respect my elders, and always to respect those who honor is to be given to. You cannot erase and say that George Pabay, who was mayor, should not be treated with respect. You cannot say Patrick, who was a former mayor, should not be treated with respect. Going on to Joyce or anyone else who has ever been mayor. So I never got confused with that. When he came down to show respect, I gave it back, and it was just that simple.
All right, wait a second. Let me ask you a question, caller. No, hold on. I'm going to ask you a question. Should he have not shown respect? What should he have done when Patrick wanted to shake his hand? What should he have done?
Well, I mean, that's I understand that.
No, what should have done?
Well, he should shake his hand, and I mean, but people look at the picture and say, oh, Patrick's back in the administration.
Sir, you know what? But other people look at it and they see that it was transitional. If you remember when the Pabay administration came in, we never had that transitional moment in our government. They literally threw them out. They went in there and physically told them to go. And the city of East Chicago, it's called healing. The city of East Chicago needs healing, and that's what respect brings.
All right, what's your other question?
And one more question. As far as keeping some of Georgia's administration, I mean, say for instance, Charlie Curley went to the state controller. I know there was a city controller that went to jail for the same thing for citing check. Charlie Curley somehow didn't go to jail, but why would you want to keep that there? You know, knowing that he was kind of like, I wouldn't want to say cancer, but kind of the cause, and he knew what was going on.
Okay, all right. I got your question. That's a very good question. Thank you.
Yes,
why do you keep Charlie Picura?
I tell the people of East Chicago, when I came in, I probably removed only 4 people. If you look across this administration as it stands, it's literally almost the same administration that was the previous administration, the Pabay administration. When I came in, it was foolish for me to just come and just yank everybody, and for that I can show you. We had a major gas leak, we survived it. We had a major blizzard, we survived it because I took my time and systematically went through it. The city of East Chicago is on fragile ground financially, and to remove the financial people and just put people in there that did not know the landscape, it would have literally cost maybe 400 to 500 people their jobs. And for that stability, I proceeded with caution, left the people there because they could make command decisions instantly. And what it brought was stabilization across our financial picture in the city of East Chicago. And this is why you don't see hundreds of people being laid off now, because with their knowledge that they had and taking the casino money, I was able to plug that massive hole that we had that would have cost literally hundreds to be out in the street now.
You keep saying the word stabilize and transition.
Yes.
I guess by just my cursory observation of what you're doing, it didn't seem like you came in and lopped off a ton of heads.
No, I did not.
No. And one thing people don't realize is even the people we removed, we didn't put new people in there. We brought people that were working underneath them, people that knew how to do the work.
Yes.
And another thing I know a lot of people don't understand is we had the FBI there, we had the IRS, we have the State Attorney General doing all these investigations. If they could indict anybody else, they would have. You know, we're not keeping people who broke the law. Everybody who's there, you know, like the caller says, you know, well, you know, he did things wrong. Well, the FBI's there. We have so many investigators investigating every department in our city. If they find something wrong on them, we'll get rid of them. But they haven't. So, and like the mayor said, we can't get rid of the financial people because of the situation we're in. We need these people right now. They made a mistake when the Pabay administration came in. They got rid of everybody, and then it took them a long time to get everything straight. And we're not going to make the same mistake. You know, like the mayor says, we want to bring all the groups together. If we start chopping off heads, we're going to continue this fight. It's like a family feud, the McCoys and like that. You know, we have to end this. We can't keep going like we've been going. You know, chopping off each other's heads and making enemies all the time. We got at some point we got to say, okay, that's enough.
This is Val Gomez speaking. He is assistant to Mayor Anthony Copeland of the city of East Chicago. Let's take one more phone call. Hey, you're on the air. What's up?
Good morning, folks.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
I have an article, Mayor, I took out of the Times paper on January 17th this year about John Todd.
Yes, sir.
John and I started out school together in kindergarten at McKinley School. And they've got some, I don't know if you folks have anything to do with this. They have some dates wrong in here and his age wrong and his graduation is wrong.
And you said that was January the 17th Times article?
Yes, sir.
And they got it wrong, and that probably irritates you to no end, right?
Well, yeah, John and I started out together, and they've got him graduating in 54. And I graduated in 56. John graduated after I did.
Oh, okay.
And I just wanted to make sure that they're making Wade Avenue named after him. John Todd. His middle name is Ulysses.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. That's coming up. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We will look at this article January 17th, and what are the specific inaccuracies you're looking at?
Well, it would be the day he graduated.
Graduated.
In 54.
All right.
And that is it, mainly.
And then, all right.
Because the numbers don't add up. See?
Okay.
All right. Mayor wrote it down. Let these guys check on it. Brian, what do you think? Anything you want to comment on East Chicago? I know you grew up there.
I wondered if they still have a pool at Todd Park, and if they still have Boys and Girls Day at Schusko.
All right. Good questions. Thanks. Anybody know the answers to that?
Well, they redid the pools,
Yes.
so I know in Washington and
Where are the pools? Is there a pool at Todd Park? Segura?
There used to be.
It used to be. It's not there anymore.
And you know, I'm looking, I'm saying that's many, he's reflecting back
Yeah,
on
that's a long
many
time
months,
ago,
that was a
right?
long
Yes.
time ago.
The Kosciuszko's still there, right?
Kosciuszko
Yeah.
and Washington.
Kosciuszko and
they redid
And you
them
know
all.
what?
And Goodman.
It made me step back because I'm saying, I can't ever remember it being a pool in Todd Park. You
That's a
know,
long
that's how
time.
long ago. Yeah.
Hey,
You
Mayor,
made me go.
It might be where they built the fire station.
The golf
they
course
took
is
the
there.
pool out. Okay. Hey,
Yeah,
Val Gomez and Anthony Copeland are in here from the city of East Chicago. I know you guys are still calling, but we're out of time because the veterans are up next. we'll pick it up. The mayor comes in every other show for the city of East Chicago, so he'll actually be a month from now.